When a new character is introduced into a story, you want to learn more about this character. You want to have a better understanding of them so that you can see how they fit into the story and understand their role in the grand scheme of things. And generally, when a character is introduced, that happens. However, it hasn't happened in Black Ops 3. We were introduced into Dr. Monty very early on in the story. We saw his gobblegum machine, we saw his factory, but after that, we weren't told anything about him. Information about Dr. Monty has been pretty much dormant since his introduction in Shadows of Evil. And it's made us wonder, who is this person? And this has led to a lot of speculation and many theories. And I'd like to suggest a new theory of my own that I've been toying around with as of lately. Before I can really get into the meat of this theory, what we need to do is go back to Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is, of course, where this new story, written and directed by Blundell, really begins. In Mob of the Dead, we saw the zombies had red eyes, and the person controlling these zombies seemed to be a very demonic and menacing person. I've spoken about this many times in my previous videos, and take a listen to this guy as he barks orders at the prisoners and prison guards.
Riot in progress! This prison is in lockdown! Only one team can survive!
He's a very fearsome person, but we have no idea who he really is. Like, we have an understanding that he has ethereal powers. He's able to create this purgatory universe. He's able to inject bits of other universes, such as the perk machines, into this world. He's able to also play games with the people and make them fight for their survival in a universe specifically created for their torture and torment. He's also all-seeing and all-knowing. He understands everything going on in the world. Well, who is he though, and where does he come from? What is his importance to the story? It's yet to be answered. He was just kind of introduced in Mob of the Dead and then forgotten about. He's been laying dormant in our story ever since. Now let's go back to Dr. Monty. Who's Dr. Monty? What do we know about him? Well, we understand that he has created Element 115 devices. He's the creator of the perk machines, he's the creator of the gobblegum machine, he has his own factory where we convert Element 115 into gobblegums. His devices appear to be following us everywhere we go. He also has diagrams of the summoning key. He seems to be a pretty powerful dude, and he seems to be multidimensional since his devices are following us everywhere we go, and he also appears to be omnipotent. He's an understanding of what our characters are doing as they travel from universe to universe. Ciphers let us know that he's interested in these worthless beings, and for him to even have the ability to be interested and to know about us, he has to be ethereal. So we have this ethereal being. That's the only thing we can really definitively say about Dr. Monty, but that's all we know. We don't know about him personally. We've never seen him. I can't tell you Monty's first name. I can't tell you really which side he's on. I can't tell you what he's after. I can't tell you why his machines are following us everywhere we go. There's literally nothing I can definitively say about Dr. Monty's character as a person. He just is. One thing I find interesting in the zombie storyline as of lately would be these lions. Lions appear to be popping up a lot in the zombie storyline. Now, we've seen them in maps like Die Rise, and I wouldn't necessarily correlate these lions with the lions that I would like to discuss. There's some lions that seem to be associated with Dr. Monty. For example, the lion that rests atop his gobblegum machine. Also, when you complete the free gobblegum Easter egg, you're throwing grenades into the mouths of lions, and then you're receiving one of Dr. Monty's gobblegums. It's a pretty weird thing. Now, we also see this lion pop up in Mob of the Dead. When you take the Blundergat and you pack-a-punch it to receive the sweeper, you'll notice the gun has the lion resting atop of the device. Now, these lions appear to be associated with Dr. Monty. It's his calling card, it's his logo, his signature. It's almost as if you know it's related to Dr. Monty when you see this lion. The lion, in many ways, can be Dr. Monty. One of the weird things about the lions is that I noticed these lions have red eyes. Look at the lion atop of the gobblegum machine. It has red eyes. Look at the lion atop of the Blundergat. It has red eyes as well. Now, the only thing I associate red eyes with would be the demonic announcer of Mob of the Dead. his zombies, the horde and fleet that he seems to be controlling, have red eyes. So here's where we start to draw some connections, and maybe it's a little bit of a stretch, maybe I'm off my rocker, but if the lions are associated with Dr. Monty, and the red eyes are associated with this demonic being, and we see them associated with one another at the same time, could it be that this demonic being is actually Dr. Monty? Could it be that we are feeding off the hand that slaps us? Now, part of the reason I bring this up is because we've been told that Primus will fail. There's something that's going to prevent us from accomplishing our goals. We have theories that Dr. Monty is on our team because there have been mysterious figures reaching out to Dr. Maxis, as we've learned through radios and ciphers. But could he actually be on our team? What if he is the demonic announcer and he's playing both sides? What if the reason we're gonna fail is because Dr. Monty is actually a bad guy who's been setting us up to fail this whole time? It appears he's on our side, but he's really going to betray us. And as we enter Gorod Krovi and we see the zombies once again have red eyes, are we finding ourselves in a trap set by Dr. Monty or set by this demonic announcer? Are we going to be battling him in this DLC only to find out that Dr. Monty really was the demonic announcer all along? Is this the plot twist that Treyarch has been building up this whole time? I really don't know. Like I said, we know very little about Dr. Monty. We know very little about this demonic announcer. All we really know is that he has been associated with red eyes, Dr. Monty's lion appears to have red eyes, and we're entering a new zombies map with red eyes. Hopefully, we can get some answers. It seems like now would be the time that Treyarch tells us more about Dr. Monty, but I wanted to throw this theory out there because I find it a little bit suspicious that Dr. Monty's lions have red eyes, and I thought maybe you guys could mull over this, and I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. Now, if you enjoyed this video and this theory, maybe give it a like, possibly subscribe. I'm going to be continuing to cover things like this in the zombie storyline, and if you're interested in it, I'm sure you'll like the next stuff that I do, as well as my coverage of Gorod Krovi in the coming week. Hopefully, I'd really like to see this theory come true. I think it'd be an interesting one that Treyarch has been sowing the seeds of for a long time, and either way, I'm just excited to learn more about Dr. Monty. I'm going to go, though. Have a wonderful day, and bye.